program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Good morning to you. Oh, it's already started, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. 10 o'clock in the morning, and this guy is raring to go, as always.
Tequila's flowing this morning.
Ken Haidaris out here at River Rock at the AMP. A big season for you guys, a big year for you guys in general in downtown Warren. Kenny, nice to see you.
Nice to see both of you. 15 years in it, and you know when they say time flies in a blink of an eye, 15 years just gone. So
it feels like we were doing those morning show live shots right over there.
Oh my God, and it would seem like yesterday, you know.
We look exactly the same.
I know we do.
We look the same, Michael. I know.
I keep telling myself that.
It's all right.
Okay, at least we're here. Some people, you know, we're good. We're good.
Lots of exciting things to talk about on this property.
Yes.
The potty progress has been a little bit of a joke online between the River Rock Facebook page and the Sunrise Inn Facebook page. The potties are going to open for a potty party.
Yeah, and it truly, I mean, you know, when we said restrooms, you know, you think restrooms. These things are incredible.
They're like thrones, Michael.
They really are. They're architecturally nice.
Right now.
They fit in with the architecture nice. They're very functional. They're beautiful. There's diaper changing things, adult diapers, regular diapers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I need both these days.
You know, you can charge your phones in there. I mean, they're what do you call it? Ecologically good with hand dryers, no towels.
Oh wow.
There's bidets in there. No, I'm joking. It's gonna be fun, and there's other things going to be happening. That hillside over there is going to be all grass.
Okay. Very nice.
Food courts will be going in pretty soon. It won't be for this year. They're going to be working on it, but the contractors really work around us. New roofs are going on. There's a lot of things going, and we have great entertainment.
Yeah, the schedule. You were just looking at the schedule, Mike, and like even I think he was getting his first glimpse at it this morning.
That's true.
Amazing stuff, right?
Really, all the advertising, you're just looking at it this morning?
Well, I like to wait because it doesn't start until June the 1st.
I've known him a long time. I can bust his job.
And we have one of the guitarists from Dirty Deeds here with us today,
Freddy
right?
DeMarco. He's incredible. Yeah. So June 1st, we kick off with Dirty Deeds Against the Wind, which is a Bob Seger tribute. And then we have Fine Young Men for about a half hour. It's like an indie rock. Ska, yeah, and I had to ask that definition because I never heard it.
I don't either.
Ska.
I don't either.
We'll figure it out.
It's going to be fun.
Just Google
and then we
it.
have a week off, June 15th. We have one of my favorites is Journey and Styx, and they're incredible.
That's right.
22nd is the Eagles, which is always a favorite, Seven Bridges. 29th is, this is an interesting one. I did the show in Florida, Fleetwood Mac. They're called Fleetwood Gold.
Okay.
Of course, they do Fleetwood Mac, but they wanted to do a marching band, so we called a couple of the schools. They didn't want to do it. Champion High School, Josh Corklick, the band director there, was all excited about it. So we're going to have this called the Champion Thundering Herd Band.
I love that.
Which I think is cool. And if you ever heard the song Tusk, they're going to be walking through the crowd and doing
that.
And it gets people involved. And maybe it'll bring some people here that have never been here. So we're trying to get people to downtown Warren. That's always our intention. Then I think we have a week off after that. Yeah, we do 4th of July. We usually don't do it because people are on vacations and all that. But the 13th.
This is the big one.
This is, to me, we got Sean Lawless, Fins to the Left, and a lot of the members of the Coral Reefer Band. Now, when Jimmy Buffett passed away, he said, keep the party going. That was really what he said. They did this show at the Hollywood Bowl with a lot more, you know, with like Paul McCartney. McCartney, I don't think he's going to be here, but you never know. I doubt it. But anyway,
don't
start that.
Don't bank on it.
No bank on it. But anyway, the Coral, there's going to be like 20-some people on this stage, and what's happened is the Coral Reefers are hearing they're going to be in Warren. Hey, we'll come too. So we started it like 6 or 7. I think we're up to maybe 10 now.
That's incredible.
So it's kind of cool, and you know, we're kind of honored because the Coral Reefers are a big deal, and they want to come back to Warren, Ohio. So something must be working well, you know?
It goes all the way through August to the end. Wish You Were Here kind of wraps it up.
Is the finale, but the show
the
after
Zeppelin
that's
tribute.
cool because that's Huck and Phil Billies.
That's great.
And Brett Miller from the Sunrise. The kid is in the Huck and Phil Billies with Jimmy Migliozzi and the
We know
crew.
him.
And then there's a band called That Arena Rock Show. They do like 10 different bands with costume changes. I did that one in Florida. It's a fun, high energy show. and people say, hey, bring Van Halen or bring Metallica, Poison. These guys do them all, so it's 3 hours. Great. I mean, they have this huge video wall. It's really fun.
Yeah.
We were talking about bringing people to downtown Warren.
Okay.
Well, I know, and we all know, just being friends with people in downtown Youngstown.
I have a lot of restaurant friends.
Right.
And that brings us to one of the things I think that if you follow our show online or any of the restaurants online, you've probably seen this "We Are Open" commercial.
And I think it's brilliant because you have to get that message across.
And we teamed up with Mark Canzonetta for this one, Mark and our company, to make sure that we could do something to say that they are open. And from your perspective, like that's something that like we need to take more seriously because everybody forgets.
The city of Youngstown really should be more sympathetic and more aware of what they're doing to my friends, Vernon, Mark Canzonetta, all these guys. They're family businesses. They have their life savings in this. And when you close a road and people have to think twice, that's another obstacle. Why am I going to go to this place? That's not good. So government should really be responsible when they're planning these.
And that brings us to what Mark had to say about that exactly.
I just wanted to show to the valley, the Mahoning Valley, the residents of Trumbull County, that downtown Youngstown, in fact, we're all united together as a restaurant community, that we're still open. We're still there, everybody. I know that maybe your traffic patterns have changed because it was very difficult to get into downtown Youngstown, but we're still here. We survived COVID, we've survived the construction. The roads are basically open. I mean, the federal project's going to be there till about August 2nd, they say, and it looks like it's coming along nicely and quickly. I think that's partially because we all banded together and put a lot of public pressure on them. Downtown Youngstown's awesome. It's historic, it's beautiful. There's no crime in downtown Youngstown like everybody thinks. There is parking. I'm blessed to have the most parking because of the DoubleTree, the Hilton DoubleTree Hotel, and the 374 spaces we have there because of the parking lot and the parking deck. So all of us restaurants, again, we united together and we stand firm in our commitment to be there for our guests.
We are open.
So you're right, Kenny. Obviously, Mark feels the same way that, maybe the city could have been a little bit more understanding about this, but it was important for us to get these fine folks together in order to make that statement.
And that was brilliant because you just kept hammering home, we're open, and we're talking
I think they're open.
And we're talking about doing some shows like at Powers, and you really have to think, are we going to invest a lot of money into these shows and take the risk? And people aren't thinking, wow, what's the show like, but can I get there?
Right.
And that's not, when you go into a restaurant, is the food good? Not where do I park and can I get there? That's the wrong message to send to people. In downtown Warren, downtown Youngstown, through a lot of efforts, has done a great job, but now it's rolled the clock back and you almost have to start over again.
I know.
And that's not good.
I know. We're wishing them the very best.
All my friends in Youngstown, we love you. We want you to be busier than get out.
That's
right. Well,
I almost blew it. I almost blew it there.
You almost had to redo that segment.
Who we have sitting here full time is the marketing director from the Avalon Golf and Country Club and the Grand Resort.
That's right.
And Michael,
got a big award.
You guys have so much to be proud of, and I don't want to miss this opportunity to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I used to work there. I still work very closely with a lot of those folks. I couldn't be prouder of you guys.
Yeah, if you didn't know, U.S. News and World Report named us the #1 ranked resort in the state of Ohio. So we didn't know it was coming. A lot of people are like, oh, you pay for that or what? No, we had no idea. So they ranked the resorts and we were #1.
And if I can say something, when we had Mr. Las Vegas here, Wayne Newton,
and
he stayed there.
Yeah.
He used the word, I cannot believe in this town. He didn't mean that negatively. You have something so Las Vegas-esque in Warren, Ohio. Coming from him, who's been with volcanoes and lions and tigers and elephants, that was a pretty good compliment.
I will say this, when Ron Klingel started these construction plans with the pool and all of this vision, right? There were some moments where he was worried. You weren't even there yet. You were still at the station, and we were worried. Would people come?
Right.
And the mentality was, if we build it, they will come. And boy, have they come.
That's
right. It's wonderful. It's such a positive note for the area. I'm very proud. I live up that way. I'm just proud to be affiliated with it, and it's a huge attribute to our community, and people do come. They come from the Gulf. They come to the restaurants
and learning
it's
all
wonderful.
the time. Yeah. You're learning every day, aren't you? Right?
Really am.
They're like, whoa,
learning today too.
All right, let's take a break, and then more Valley Spotlight. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Be right back. Safety is our top priority at Barina's Automotive Center when we're taking care of your vehicle. We invest in the latest equipment to service the newest makes and models and keep our team's education up to date on the latest skills and techniques. At Barinas, we provide a free digital vehicle safety inspection so you can actually see what we see and understand our recommendations. Barinas Automotive Center on Robbins Avenue in Niles. Call 330-652-AUTO today and get your car back on the road safe and sound.
Hills is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
Pesto's Test Kitchen.
Hello, Lauren.
What's up, Pesto?
Nothing. We're sitting here at Oaxaca Taco here in Howland, Ohio, and we're here to talk about not tacos, but taquitos.
It is Oaxaca Taco, but not tacos, taquitos today. This is all the rage all over TikTok and Instagram.
It is. And I've been eating these since I was a kid, since my mom used to buy them in the freezer box.
That's what I was going to say to you. I didn't want to offend anybody, but like my version of chicken taquitos, until my brother-in-law became part of our family, was just the ones that you buy at Walgreens when you have a sore throat and your mom's like, what do you want?
Chicken taquitos for a sore?
That's what
it's like eating shards of glass.
You know, chicken taquitos in the box at Walgreens. And they were frozen and they were delicious, but they were nothing compared to what
well, no, because we have my man Jesus, our culinary director in the back, and chicken tinga, the filling that we use for the taquitos is very, very much an old school abuelo kind of dish.
Okay.
Got it from his grandmother and his grandmother's grandmother and his grandmother's grandmother's grandmother. It's a slow stewed chicken with like herbs and spices and chilies, and it gets this beautiful like orangish red color, and it's got a nice little spice, and it's got a little bit of Christmas spices in there, a little clove, a little bit of cinnamon, a little Mexican oregano, and some chilies.
It's very like warm. It's
very warm.
A hug. But
and the great thing about it too is when you roll them like a cigar, the ends get real crunchy.
Okay.
The meat fries up real crunchy, and I really like that.
So that's all that's inside of these.
Well, you can put anything. You can do beef or chicken. You could do shredded beef as well. If you want to do shredded beef the same way, you could do shredded beef the same way. We like the chicken.
We do like the chicken. We absolutely do.
So or you could put pulled barbecued pork if you want to go off reservation and make it like
like an American style.
American style.
Like Tennessee style.
So we get these great tortillas out of California.
Yes.
And what we've done is we've taken these and lightly dipped them in 200-degree oil, so they're very malleable, very flexible.
Oh, these are already in oil.
Yes, they're already in oil, and you want to let them cool down a little bit, and then you just want to take, depending on how hungry you are, you don't want them too round to make them like a burrito, but you want to make, 2.5 ounces of chicken in here. Just like that, spread it out. This is like rolling a cigar. I was watching our old episode of Greek Easter, and I had all my Greek crazy restaurant buddies there.
I know them all very well.
And no disrespect, but Kenny, you couldn't roll a grape leaf to save your life.
I could not.
Nikki was a little bit better, but Kenny, grape leaves aren't your thing to roll, buddy. I love you, but we're going to stick to pizza.
Those grape leaves were phenomenal that day.
You just put some at the very edge. You want to pull back the tortilla. You want to pull the meat back to the very edge. And you want to tuck it in. If you've ever seen a cigar rolled, you want to kind of keep your fingers here, and you just want to roll it nice and tight. You don't want it loose, because if you keep it loose, it has the possibility of blowing up or exploding. And if you're doing these at home and you don't have the special taquito fryer that we have here at Oaxaca Taco, you just toothpick them. You put a toothpick them just like that, and then you can fry them in 350-degree, any kind of oil that you like. I mean, I would use like a canola oil or a vegetable oil.
Super clean,
Something super clean, neutral. Okay. You wouldn't want to use olive oil for something like this. Avocado oil would be a great oil to use. So you roll them like that. We have them rolled up. You're going to fry them at 350 degrees for probably 3.5 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
Until they're crispy and they float. It's kind of like when you cook cavatellas and gnocchis. and the water, when they float to the top, they're kind of done.
All right.
But you want them to be crispy, and you want these edges to be nice and crispy because that just makes for a great textural combination.
But you're
now,
really
if you want to put some
warming
cheese
it
in there,
all
you can put
together,
cheese
right?
in it. What's that?
You're just really warming all of this stuff together.
You're warming
This
it,
is
but
already
it's
cooked.
really important because you don't want a chewy tortilla. You want a crunchy tortilla. Not crunchy like a Dorito, but crunchy.
Got it. Got it.
Got it?
Okay, I can handle that.
So taquitos, and this could be part of the triple T talk. Tacos, taquitos, and tequila.
Amen, right? Amen. All right, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to get to all this.
Yeah, we're going to fry these. We're going to come back
Okay.
and we're going to make one of my favorite things, guacamole.
The guacamole.
And I think we do a great job doing the guacamole here.
Here, when you order this, you get like a bag of the guacamole.
You do.
And like each little bite, you get a little taquito.
A little bit of love.
You get a little
And what I love
guacamole.
about it too is when you see this all garnished up, the pickled red onions on top give that really, really nice brightness to it. And it's just delicioso.
All right, we're going to take a little time out and then we're going to come back to Pesto's Test Kitchen and
We're going to fry up some taquitos.
I can't wait. Okay.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Only A to Z.com.
Our customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainable pricing, number one, the service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
I'm Barbara Corcoran. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysolder.com.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Duca. Let yourself go to Duca.
The guacamole, the moment we've all been waiting for. The guac here. Okay, can I just say, everybody loves guacamole.
Yes.
Right? There are levels of guacamole in the world.
Yes.
This is the top level of guacamole.
You know why?
Why?
Because we take the pride to let our avocados, when we purchase them, ripen. And we don't buy frozen avocado pulp like some folks do out there. Okay? There's times when you might have to do that if you only get cannonballs from your supplier.
Okay.
But for the most part, when you have good avocados and you pick out ripe avocados, you can have really successful, because first off, you're not going to cut through a very hard avocado.
This, first of all, doesn't even look real. Like, I
Yes.
feel like people are probably like, she's just saying that. No, hold on.
Pro tip, if you want to get your avocados ripe quick, paper bag on top of the refrigerator. It creates a thing called ethylene gas, and it helps ripen the avocados in about half the time. Okay?
Really?
And you don't want to refrigerate your avocados till after you make the guacamole. So we have some great avocados here, and we're just going to put them into our bowl. And you can put this into a bowl. You can put them into what the Mexican call a molcajete. When I have them like this, I usually take a knife or whatever, and I make little dices out of them, and then put them into my bowl. Okay?
This is what we call Lauren Camp.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
So, guacamole is very simple. You want to have a little bit of chopped serrano chili. If you don't have serrano, use jalapeno, but at times jalapenos can be really, really fiery hot, so you always want to taste before you add, because sometimes you don't want that great amount of heat. And also, if you want to take some of the heat out of a chili, add a pinch of salt and let it sit for a while, and it'll take some of the spice out. So we're going to add some serrano chilies. We're going to add some minced white onion. Cilantro, one of the biggest things. I know it's a very polarizing herb from Mexico, but it really has a great, bright flavor. You either like it or you don't. There's no in between. You want to use some salt. And of course, you have to have the citrus. Citrus for a bunch of reasons. You need that acid to cut through all the fat because avocado is a naturally great fat and it's good for you. Like if you're dieting and you need a great fat, avocado is what you want to use. So some great fresh lime juice, and just squeeze, or if you have a squeezer, or if you have a set of tongs, you can use the tongs to squeeze it together.
These ingredients
Or
look so good.
You can use your fork to get all that juice because this lime's not being very cooperative, but you'll have that from time to time.
Unbelievable.
Okay, now is where you do the work.
Okay.
You know, you can either do this with a masher, like you would mash down in your molcajete and smash it.
Okay.
And that's how they call it smash guacamole. I just like to use a fork. And I just smash it down. Yes, they're very, very, and you can just smell that lime juice coming out of there. And I didn't pick out the best bowl to smash this down. But you want to smash this until it becomes smooth like a mashed potato. I personally like to leave a little bit of texture in there to have a little bit of chunky avocado in there.
So you can actually bite into something.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
I think it's great.
So you mix that together, and for sake of time, when it's done, and I'll take this fork, Lauren, this spoon, it looks like this. And another pro tip, to leave the avocado pit in it, cover it with saran wrap, and that'll hold in your fridge for about 48 hours.
Just
stick the pit right in there.
Smack in there. Okay.
So now we're going to assemble those amazing taquitos that we have. And what we do here is we like to, you know, I'm famous for my swooshes on food. I didn't create it. It's just what I like to do. You kind of swoosh that avocado
Hold on. Do some
on
more
there.
smooshing. There we go.
Some swooshing.
Wow.
Then I'm going to place those beautiful crispy taquitos on top, just like that. You got all that texture, so you can get all the goody stuff in there. It's going to pick up all that love from the pickled red onions, the cotija cheese. So we have those. We're going to first cover it with a little bit of crema. You know, the famous Guy Fieri crema swoosh. Just like that. Cotija cheese. Cotija is like a Mexican feta, for lack of a better way to relate it to you. It's a lot drier than a feta, but it's got that sharpness like a feta does.
Okay.
And just sprinkle some of this cotija on top because it adds a nice, beautiful saltiness to that.
So gorgeous.
I like to go ahead and add some more cilantro to the top. And then here, to me, this is the game changer. You want to have these pickled red onions because this is very savory. And now you want to have some vinegar, or you could add more lime juice to cut through that savoriness of those. So just some pickled red onion on top.
Oh, Mark, it's
just like that. And you really have basically all the colors of the Mexican flag there. And to me, that is winner, winner, taquito dinner.
Taquito dinner. And here you get 3.
You get 3 with beans and rice.
Beans and rice and a side of queso.
Oh, yeah.
Which you can like dip.
Yes, you got to have the queso to dip.
Oh, baby.
It really is good. So would you like some queso?
I just want to try. Can I just try the taquito?
You can just try the taquito just by itself. It's perfect the way it is.
Yeah, it doesn't need the queso. I'm not saying that it does, but I am.
And Ron tells me I have to eat some too.
Right.
Oh, you got a nice amount of guac on there.
Look at that. Is that how you?
There's no rules. There's no. It's 2024.
Is it?
I mean, our world's gone crazy, so there's no rules to taquitos. Why make it harder than it already is? Is it nice and crispy and crunchy and delicioso?
That is so good. That is so good. Mark.
Right here, Oaxaca Taco. Our taquitos.
I don't have anything else to say other than I'm so glad you're my friend.
And friends do things for friends. You have cilantro on your teeth.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysolda.com.
I'm Sean Posey. Be sure to join me at 6 p.m. on Thursday, June 13th at the Austintown Library for Remembering the Little Steel Strike. A pivotal moment in American labor history took place right here in the Valley. That's 6 p.m. on Thursday, June 13th at the Austintown Library. See you there.
Welcome back, Valley Spotlight here at the Warren Amphitheater, home of the big shows. River Rock at the Amp starts June 1st.
Yep.
Go get tickets at riverrockattheamp.com or
Sunrise Inn of Warren. You can buy them there. Right. You didn't even get to ask me how many taquitos I ate.
Okay. How many do I want to know? They cut them in half.
The order comes by the 3, and I ate 5.
Oh, that's not bad. They're like fingers.
3.
They're like
I
fingers.
was so full.
You almost had 2 helpings.
I ate 5 taquitos yesterday.
God, this is great.
It was good.
This is the Lauren I like.
I know, right? All right. Hey, Salem is one of the cutest places I've been in a long time. We've been out there a couple of times with the show, and Fred has been asking me to go and visit this place called Stone Age Gamer.
Okay.
Never heard of it. If you've never heard of it, you're with me, but this one's for you. If you're a video game fan, especially if you're a vintage video game fan, you've probably heard of Stone Age Gamer in Salem, Ohio. If you haven't, and you have a secret love for games you haven't been able to play in years, this story and this place is for you.
We definitely focus on the old school gaming. We're really more into the 80s era, 90s era, that kind of thing. So even in the store here, we focus heavily on carrying products for those type of platforms. The original Nintendo, the old Atari even, anything from the 80s or 90s we focus on. Andy Harsh is a co-owner of the shop you see here, but it's the shop online that really gave this business its start, and it all started in a garage down the street. I lived about 3 minutes down the street from this place, so we were like, well, let's check this out. This might work. We weren't really looking to open a store, but we needed a space to just do our online business, so we went ahead and checked this place out, and it was perfect. We got in here, and we actually didn't open for a little while, and then as people kept bugging us, you got to open this place up. They saw what we were doing in here. We finally opened up for a few years, and then COVID hit, and we shut down. But a couple years after COVID, we opened back up, and just kind of doing day by day now. Day by day and year to year, Stone Age Gamer leans into selling new technology that makes playing games from the past an incredible experience for everyone. It's amazing. There's products that keep coming out that we're like, we never thought would have existed back in the day. They're making all these, Bluetooth controller adapters and things, making people's lives so much easier by bringing products out that make the old systems do things they never could have been capable back in the day. So it's cool to see some of the younger kids get into it too. And, you would think the simplicity of the old games, wouldn't hold their attention, but there's a lot of upgrades and different things that you can get into. And there's a lot of, ways to basically experience it differently than even you did back then, so it's cool. Stone Age Gamer is also one of the only places in the US that can sell something called the EverDrive. It's a flash cartridge that can save thousands of games in one place, making them the place to play for generations to come. The guy that makes a lot of them, funny enough, is from the Ukraine, and he's not, obviously with the war and everything, that kind of got a little shaky, but he wasn't real good at making them look good. So he had like this, PCB that you basically got and you stuck in there and you played the games, but it wasn't pretty looking. So we would take it and we'd put it in a nice cartridge, and back then we would paint them, we would sticker them, we would make them look real nice. Nowadays we don't have to paint them because there's like molds for that and you got all these different colors, but it just became more and more popular over the years. People like the convenience because you can basically download your whole collection and put it on one device, and then you got it all in one spot, so you don't have to have like hundreds of game cartridges or whatever. So they're very popular. They run on the original hardware, and people love them. Yeah. And for Andy and the Stone Age Gamer gang, creating a special experience from start to finish is what makes them all winners in the end. Like with the consoles and things, we do a lot of custom, builds on those. Like we'll customize out, put an HDMI port in there and certain things and different things, put a new shell in. We do all kinds of stuff like that by request. We have like a builder on our website. That's one thing that we specialize in that a lot of places don't do. We have all these different modifications and wireless controller upgrades, and you name it, we pretty much can build out an old console and, upgrade it for people. So that's a specialty of ours for sure.
All those games
I know.
that you grew up with.
And I was never any good
at
it. My brother was good at it.
I wasn't good at them either, but that first Nintendo.
Yeah.
to be able to play that on a big screen TV
Kinda
with
fun.
a wireless remote.
Yes.
Remember the cords? You'd have
Oh,
to sit
yeah.
like right there.
Right.
You don't have to do that anymore.
So great.
I know.
So great.
You got to go to a place that
Speaking of games.
we love.
Yeah, if you're a gamer, D&D, Magic the Gathering, or maybe comic books, All-American Comics right down the street in the Courthouse Square in Warren.
It's a big draw.
Over 30 years in business, here's the man behind it all.
Hi, this is Beth Cotlis Carmichael with Trumbull County Tourism, and this is truly Trumbull trip ideas for your visiting friends and family.
I was a comic book enthusiast from like the early 70s when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, and I had, in the back of my mind, always wanted to own a comic book store.
Kind of like the books he sells, Greg Bartholomew is living a fantasy too. He has 2 comic book stores these days, but this one on Courthouse Square in Warren was his first, over 30 years ago.
But I didn't know how feasible it was because there weren't any at the time. There was one in the area in Mahoning County, but there were a couple that had sprouted up in Trumbull County, but they didn't carry the type of material that I like to buy and what I thought other people like to buy, so I thought I could do a better job than the people that were already established, and we opened up.
And enthusiasts from all over are glad he did. And if you want to visit, it's not just about the comic books.
A lot of pop culture items. We've got role-playing games. We've got, obviously, comic books. We've got Funko Pops. We have toys. We've got T-shirts. We've got dice. We've got play mats. We've got trading card games, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. So we try to carry a little bit of everything that's really popular right now for kids and adults.
Greg sees all ages coming through the doors and browsing through the store, including a group that can't wait for the newest comic book series to come out. Spider-Man and Batman are the big ones these days. New stories hit the shelves every 3 weeks or so, making the store a must-see location and bringing people to this magnificent downtown square.
I love it. The one reason me and my partner at the time picked this spot was name recognition. If you told somebody you're on the square in downtown Warren, most of the people from the valley knows where this is at. We enjoy it down here. I've been here, like I said, for 31 years. We've got a really good, diverse, eclectic food scene now, drink scene. You got a brewery, you got more restaurants down here, you got a winery now across the bridge. And it's a very nice destination place, actually.
And there's something about standing there, holding a book, and leafing through in the store that makes this shop special to the buyers.
We still get people that drive within an hour, hour and a half radius because we do have rare and expensive collectibles on hand sometimes. And you know, instead of, a lot of people don't want to buy them on the internet, they'd rather see it in person, check it out and inspect it live, as opposed to dealing with something they might have seen online and bad picture or, you know, something falsely advertised, and they'd rather come in and deal with somebody they know's been around and established.
Yeah.
It's no different than any other business. You know, people gravitate towards people that have been around.
For 31 years, Greg and his team have been here. We might take them for granted, but he doesn't. The sense of pride is still shining through.
It really hit me hard last year, Mike, when we had our 30th anniversary on Free Comic Book Day, because it had been 30 years. And just how the time's flown by. You know, it just doesn't dawn on me that 30 years ago I was substitute teaching and working at the Y part-time at night, you know, making minimum wage at both jobs, and then all of a sudden I'm a business owner. Now I'm a 30-year-long business owner.
There you go.
It is a truly Trumbull trip idea. People come from all over.
They really do.
To go there.
Different countries, it turns out.
I know. Check their Facebook page for upcoming awesome things that, you know, there's
Absolutely.
so many. So.
And then the next issues of Spider-Man and Batman will be out pretty soon.
Do you want to take a break? I feel like I need to drink some water. I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking.
All right, we're going to have cookies.
Yeah,
when we come back.
Good one.
This will be controversial, I know. We'll be right back.
We are downtown Youngstown.
We are downtown Youngstown.
Downtown Youngstown.
And we're open. Open. Open.
We are downtown Youngstown and we are open.
Despite construction.
Despite constant construction.
Despite a lot of construction.
I promise we're open.
We are open.
We are Bistro 1907.
We are V squared or V2.
We are Avalon Pizza.
We are Gringos.
We are West 34.
We are Rise and Imbibe.
We are West Federal Street. We are downtown Youngstown. And we are open.
Bad roads? Forget about it.
Bad roads? Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Construction? Forget about it.
We're open.
We are open.
They are open on Federal Street in downtown Youngstown. Welcome back to Valley Spotlight out here at River Rock at the Amp, gearing up for a fantastic 15th year of this concert series.
It's going to be great.
It is. And they've got new bathrooms. If you've ever been out here and had to use the porta potty, that is no longer how it is. So,
right.
Big deal.
All right, our perfectly plated segment. I'm sure you had never heard of a cookie table
until I moved here.
So you got here.
My poor former mother-in-law, I'll never call her my ex-mother-in-law. I didn't get it back then.
Nobody gets it.
But now I do.
Now, they have them in Pittsburgh. They think they invented it. Youngstown thinks they invented it. I grew up in Akron. I thought we invented it. Cleveland's got it. But it's just kind of in this little area, the cookie table. And the Grand Resort not only has a cookie room, but they have classes to teach people there how to display the cookie table.
It is an art, though. At our wedding down at Bistro when Fred and I got married, amazing. You were there. It was awesome.
Same idea. So let's take a look at what they do and how beautiful it looks when they're done.
Oh, it's crucial in this area. Everybody who's looking to book a wedding with us knows about the cookie table, expects it, and that will be part of their wedding.
The cookie table, or in the case of the Grand Resort, a full cookie room. It's not an afterthought by any means.
We pride ourselves in our cookie tables here. They're probably some of the best you've ever seen. We get thousands of cookies brought in, and we do everything from the plating to the tiering and displaying. So we're looking at somewhere upwards of 2,000 cookies per event.
Holy cow, certainly photo worthy when it's all said and done. But to get here, we have to go back to the planning. Tracy Roscoe actually teaches a cookie table display class.
So our banquet department actually just hosted a cookie training day where we showed everybody how our tiers and displays should look. And all of our newcomers that are just coming on for this season got to learn that, and some of our longtime employees had fun showing them what we do here.
These boxes were specially made in different heights to put on the table under the tablecloths.
Have your tongs,
right,
which we kind of just scatter
one
throughout. Not necessarily one per cookie, but we kind of just put them throughout. And especially those messy ones that you don't want to just pick up. Kind of do things like that. So you have to have lots of elevations on the tables, lots of tiers. It's important not to put the same types of cookies and the same colors of cookies next to each other. So we like to have a nice range.
The staff has to learn how to manage literally thousands of cookies for any given wedding.
Friday mornings before a Saturday wedding, for example, we would do a morning load-in and collect all of those containers of all of the aunts and grandparents' cookies that they've made, and then we will have a team hired in to tray those, and we will cool them overnight and then put them out the next morning when we create our display. We will build big displays and put out as much as we can at a time. Typically we can get them all out. Sometimes there's backups that we'll put out of certain types, but for the most part we do put them all out.
And you know, the people that bake the cookies have an opinion on where they need to go.
Yeah, everybody always will ask to make sure theirs are displayed. They like them pointed out where they're at right away and make sure that, you know, Grandma's famous Buckeyes are right up in the star of the show in the spotlight. So.
Speaking of Buckeyes, Tracy says favorite cookies around here seem to be those Buckeyes, peanut blossoms, and kolache. That's simple. But there is one controversial question that I just had to ask. All right, since you actually hold classes for cookie tables, I'm going to consider you a cookie table expert.
I mean, that's what they call me around here.
Where does the cookie table come from then?
So that's a good debate in this area. Some people will tell you it's the Youngstown cookie table tradition, and other people will say it's the Pittsburgh table tradition. So I'm from this area, so I would say Youngstown, but that's debatable to some.
What's not debatable, the reaction she gets when the bridal party and the parents walk into this decked out cookie room for the first look.
Oh, it's a wow factor. We've seen tears over the cookie tables, so people are completely blown away. They love seeing all of their hard work be put into a display, as well as what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
What favorite cookie?
Oh, the buttercream ones. The ones with the buttercream in the middle.
Oh, like not the like clothespins.
Yes, those.
Clothespin cookies.
Mm-hmm. Those are the hardest to make too.
All right, let's go to the farm.
Yeah.
And see what Carl's got going.
It's about time to start planting those fruits and vegetables. And if you want to do the little seeds or you want to buy them already done, they've got you. They've got you covered. Well, Carl.
Well,
this is one of my favorite topics.
Yes, we are middle May, heading towards Memorial Day. Weather's been good, and it's time to get out there and get things done.
Including your peppers. That is why it's my favorite time of year, because this dictates the end of summer and fall and how hot they're going to be and how good they're going to be, but they all start out just like this. And our whole area is just obsessed with hot peppers and oil.
Hot peppers, yes.
Pepper and egg sandwiches, put them in an omelet, put them on the
fried
grill.
bologna with hot peppers, you got it.
It doesn't matter how you do it. The hot pepper is, of course, the king pepper.
Right, around here for sure.
And you guys are ready for it.
Yes, we've got like, 10, 15 varieties of hot peppers alone.
Right. Just
hots. So, we can, we've got them. And then, of course, we can't forget about the great tomatoes.
Right. The tomatoes plus everything else that you would be putting into your garden, now is the time. Of course, I start with the peppers because that's
your favorite.
That's my favorite. But everything else is available too.
Yeah,
they're starting.
We got some great single large tomato plants, as we call cheaters.
Oh.
You get the big ones, got the flower or the tomato on, we've got those. And then we've got the, a 3-pack of tomatoes or 4-pack of tomatoes that, you want to get, your Roma tomato, you need a bunch of those for sauce, maybe grape tomatoes, you love to cook and eat those.
Yeah,
and so,
just right off the stem.
But yeah, those are great, and they're all ready, and the gardens should be, should get all that stuff put in now. It's the time you can mix and match flats with flowers. So you've got flower beds that need flowers put in. We've got for sun, for shade, and then we've got lots of pots for your planters or your flower beds. We've got begonias for shade, part sun, petunias for full sun. So we are in the season. It's we're there. This is the time. We still got lots of hanging baskets.
Yeah.
So people need missed Mother's Day or something happened to the mom's hanging basket and she needs another one. We've got them.
You know what can I say what I do sometimes with the hanging basket?
What's that?
I have a larger planter, right?
Yes.
I put the hanging basket and I cut off the part where it hangs.
Right.
I just put it in.
Yeah, the cheater basket. Plop it in your planter.
Right, I do that with their hanging baskets.
You're not the only one.
They look so beautiful.
And they're right, they're ready to go.
And you don't know.
Nobody knows,
you,
right?
Which.
And we've got, that's perfect. You see that color that you love and just take it, cut the handles off and pop it in there. Yeah.
You guys do a wonderful job of creating those things, but this is where they gather all of those beautiful moments from, whether they're in the ground or in the planters or still hanging. You guys do such a beautiful job.
Thank you.
And if you have questions about what's going to do well and what kind of property you have, you guys can help.
The crew here.
Yep.
The ladies who work here, my mother, me, if you see, we can answer those questions. My brothers, we all, sun, shade, what does best where? We've done it. We've been doing it since 1981. So.
Right. And all the satellite locations across the valley.
Yeah, they'll be opening soon with fresh produce.
We like to hear that.
Month of June.
Nice to see you, Carl.
Good to see you again.
Everybody in your room, please say hi.
I will. Same here.
Well, thank you, Carl and Lauren.
Carl is kind of like a superstar in farming.
Right.
You got to
A basketball superstar.
You got to talk to an actual basketball superstar, one that I know of.
Former Cleveland Cavalier,
Right.
former Laker, former Chicago Bull, was in The Last Dance, owner of 5 World Championship rings.
Right.
Has his own cigar out, and we got to take a look at the Grand Resort.
This is cool.
Hey, welcome back to Valley Spotlight. Mike Case at the Grand Resort, along with Ron Harper, back in Northeast Ohio. You love Northeast Ohio.
Love Ohio, period, but Northeast. Played with the Cleveland Cavaliers from 86 to 89. Always kept my house in Cleveland till 2008.
I asked him off camera who was more disappointed when he got traded from the Cavs, me or him. I said me. He says him.
Definitely me.
Were you mad, sad, cry?
I was upset, angry, mad, all the above. I used some words that you don't need to. It was like the Cleveland Cavaliers were at a certain point where we had a young basketball team was just starting to mature. We just added ends, and we were just becoming a good team. We had Mark Price, Elo, Freddy,
Hot Rod, yep.
Phil, Mike. So we had a good nucleus of team. We was a young team with some veteran leadership that make you a good team. And everybody knew their roles. And we were one game from winning the East the year before.
That's right.
So we thought we were gonna come back and have a chance to try to get farther. We lost in the first round to the Bulls off of MJ last Bush's shot. But we lost that game. But we felt that we were just starting to become a good team.
Was it culture shock going from an Ohio guy to Los Angeles?
I never liked the Los. I'm not a California kid. I don't like going to the beach. I like to be in the gym. In Cleveland, you play basketball. It's cold out.
Right. There's nothing else to do.
There's nothing else to do. So it was more of a basketball game. In California, there's a variety of things to do besides play. And the basketball team that they traded me to wasn't a good team.
Right. And that's why they had the number 2 pick, obviously, in the draft. So Ron has a new cigar. This is called Underrated. You comboed with Luciano to put this together. Tell folks why it's called Underrated. I thought this was good.
The underrated part comes from out of my high school career where I only played 2 years. I went to Miami of Ohio. Who would ever thought an 8th pick of an NBA draft in the first round out of Miami? So we kind of planned it off of my NBA career. And so everybody always say, how can a guy have 5 rings be underrated? I said, it's the journey that you take to get to those 5 rings.
Do you still keep in touch with the Cavs guys, the Bulls guys, all those guys?
I still talk to Mark Price, Freddy. We lost my boy, the Hot Rod.
Yeah.
I talked to fans. So I see Elo every here and there. So we're still friends.
Did they come to you with a flavor, or did you have something in mind that you want?
No. When I met Lucy in Florida 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we was sitting down eating. He had 3 cigars. I tried the first 2, was okay. This third one was good. I'm like, this one's gonna be really good. I said, if I give you the name for this cigar, can I be involved? He was like, yeah, but I don't really want to do a celebrity cigar. I said, it ain't a celebrity cigar. This gonna sell, but you add and me involved, it's gonna blow up. And he was like, okay, cool then. And so when he sent out the first batch of these, nobody knew that I was involved in this cigar. And so when they start to reorder the next batch, we came out and said, well, Ron gonna be at the PCA show and he's a part of this. So that's when I got introduced to this as being a partner of this.
Well, if you'd like to get this cigar, it's here at the Grand Resort, and he had a smoker in town.
Resort. And we use the end of the cigar, which most folks don't use in their cigars. So I'm telling you a little bit about this cigar.
See?
It's a very fine smoke. And when you smoke one, you're gonna want to smoke 2 and want to smoke 3 in a row. I'm telling you.
There you go. Speaking from the guy that's got 5 rings. Glad you're back, my friend.
Thank y'all for having me. Great resort. Y'all gotta come check out this place. You will be surprised with what the Grand Resort has.
That is cool.
You have the best job in the whole world.
Well, one of them.
One of them.
You do.
we have the best jobs in the whole world.
Let's take a break.
Shall we?
Watch some commercials.
And then the brokers open.
Oh yeah, I had no idea about this.
Yeah, me either.
This was cool.
You're always learning something thanks to Kelly Warren.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark Canzonetta and I want to welcome you to Oaxaca Taco, and I want to invite you down to try our $39 family deal. Authentic Oaxaca flavors are packed into your choice of 8 achote chicken or beef picadillo tacos, 4 mini pieces of elote street corn, chili lime tortilla chips, and 2 of our savory salsas, plus 4 churros with dulce de leche and 4 small Warrito slushies. Just $39. Order at oaxacataco.com now.
Oaxaca Taco. Eat more tacos.
All right, we're back here on Valley Spotlight. River Rock at the Amp is about to get started on June the 1st.
I can't believe it. The year's flying by, isn't it?
Let's slow down now for summer.
I know.
Then we'll pick it up later.
I agree. All right, Kelly Warren and you guys tackle a topic I don't even have on my radar.
Right. I've heard of an open house, but not a broker's open house. If you haven't, this is what it looks like. Look at all the activity here on this house. New to the market, as a matter of fact, in Howland. And we thought we'd do something a little behind the scenes for this Home Advantage episode with Kelly Warren. And thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So we don't normally come into a place with all these cars, but today they're having
We're having a broker's open house.
Broker's open house, which is different than the regular open house. How so?
We do it a little bit more like a party, like a networking event, like a luncheon for the brokers. The idea is get the local agents and brokers in town to come see the new listing, and that way they can share it with their clients and we get to network with each other, and it's a fun time.
So they in turn can tell their clients, hey, I've seen this one, this is something, blah, 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 right?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't we do this more often? And this seems like a special occasion, but it seems like such a good idea. You would do it more.
You know, we used to do them all the time. 15 years ago, before the internet was what it is now, you know. So now we have virtual tours and we have all these photos, and you know, and the last couple of years the market has gotten so busy that things are selling, you know, right away. So unless you plan to do it like we did with this one, as soon as it comes on the market, in a week it'll probably be sold.
You kind of took my next question, but let's piggyback on it. So before we would just have an open house and you'd have like 10 offers in one day. Have we gotten beyond that point a little bit now?
The market is not as hot like that as it was last year or the year before, but still within days we are in multiple offers on a very nice house. So you know,
let's get back to the broker's open house.
Yeah.
What happens at this thing? Is it a certain time frame where people just show up?
Yeah, we just do like an hour or two. We usually have some sponsors like title companies, lenders, home inspectors, those kind of things. They bring lunch and maybe a gift card for everybody who attends, like a drawing, that kind of thing. So helps us get the agents in the door, and it's nice for us to see each other and network. We do so much business together. You know, emailing and faxing and calling each other, that it's nice to spend a moment together and to network and to share the house that way.
Do you guys have to sit in there and answer questions, or do the people just kind of walk around willy-nilly wherever they want?
They take the tour on their own because they're all licensed agents, but we do sit inside and, you know, answer their questions and, you know, hope that they tell us they have a buyer that they're going to bring back tomorrow.
Oh, could it be today?
Yeah.
So this house is on the market, and it could go depending on how today goes.
Right. Exactly.
Very good. Do you have a bunch of like leaflets and
yeah, we've got flyers and, you know, we're ready.
Okay. I also heard there might be lunch inside.
Yes, there is. There's food. Are you hungry?
Well, let's wrap this up. That's another episode of Home Advantage. How do you get a hold of Kelly Warren? She'll tell you.
You find us online at kellysoldit.com, or you can call or text 330-717-2689.
Let's go eat.
Okay.
Nice job, Michael.
Thank you.
Nice job, Kelly Warren.
Thank you.
And look who, this is a big deal, you guys.
Yeah. He's back. AC/DC's guitarist, Angus Young.
Well, I impersonate him.
All right. It's Freddy DeMarco, Ohio's own. How long have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing guitar too long. I'd say probably, I'm going to say in the neighborhood of 40 years.
Yeah. That's not bad.
For a little while.
You have DeMarco School, and what's it called?
Yeah, DeMarco School of Music and DeMarco's Recording Studio. So I work in the music field, and then this tribute band.
You love it?
Love it.
You love being on stage?
Love being on stage.
He's good. He's great. He's
Yeah?
great. Truly great.
Love wearing the shorts?
You know, it depends on the day. Now, last weekend when I was in 43 degrees,
Yeah.
I would have rather had some Wranglers
Right,
and Levi's.
right. I get
You
that.
know what happens when you get that cold weather. We won't go into detail.
Oh,
But
God.
you know, folks. You know. It's the guys.
He's part of the first show on June the 1st.
Yeah,
and,
you're kicking off the whole
off the
event, the
season.
15th
The whole summer.
season. That's a pretty special role.
There's no greater honor because this is, one of the best venues, you know, and this venue has helped my band out quite a bit.
Has
you know?
it?
Yeah, we've been playing here for some years now, and what an honor to kick off the season.
Is it acoustically, do the musicians like it?
Wonderful.
Oh, good.
Musicians love it. I've noticed even many a musician's band that have played here actually use this shot for a lot of their promo shots.
Oh,
It's
that's
such
cool.
a wonderful.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
when you see all those people,
Tell them how to
and,
get
the lights
tickets.
and stuff.
Go to riverrockattheam.com. You can buy them online. We have them at the Sunrise Inn. We have a cutoff date because we mail the tickets out. So
Okay.
if you get to a certain point, we have them at the Sunrise. We have them at the gate. Gates open at 5. We're here till like 11 o'clock at night. 6 hours of great music. The only place to be every Saturday night.
Right.
River Rock at the Inn.
It's right here.
June 1st, right, buddy?
I'll be here
right.
June 1st.
And there's new bathrooms. If you're tuning in late, there's
There's new
new
bathrooms.
bathrooms.
Progress.
Inside with air conditioning.
People
It's gonna
probably
be
thought
nice.
we were nuts putting that on, but I wanted to get the point
No.
across all winter that there was going to be nice amenities,
I
ladies.
think it was great.
It's really the only place to be on a Saturday night. Our new restrooms, they're great.
Right.
It is.
They're
it
on
would be a decision
TripAdvisor.
for me these days.
They're
That's
that
for
nice.
sure.
The Yelp, a lot of Yelp reviews.
All right, we got to
right.
wrap this up.
You have a retro-mercial that you are thrilled about.
Since Ron Harper was on the show,
Yep.
this is an old NBA commercial. They used to have these commercials called NBA is Fantastic, and they'd show all these buzzer beaters and great shots. And when I was a kid, it was a big deal. So, all right, that's our show.
Okay, and if you want to watch it, catch us on YouTube and follow our Facebook page. We're almost to 10,000 people. I can't believe it. You know, we push Facebook for so many other people, and I don't really push it for ourselves. So when we're, approaching that number, I'm super, super grateful and very, very proud. And Fred is almost done with that valleyspotlight.com. So it's coming soon, okay? Brand new site.
Okay, thank you. Good job, Brent. Have a good Sunday, everybody. Wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Was that good, Ronnie?
And thank you to Steelite, I think is what he's saying.
working at the airport
Thank you to
today, so
Steelite
like
for
that.
making sure we can do all of this. We done our cookie table thing. I think we just forgot to say it. So Steelite 10-4, always. I'll see
Hey,
you in
Ronnie, you have
Chicago.
a career at the airport going like this, and like I thought the plane
You're
was
leaving
coming in,
to
Ronnie.
go to Steelite. Get it over with.
Here's the Mavericks with a chance to take the lead. McGuire, jumper, yeah! And the buzzer, got it! And the buzzer! Into Spiro. 2 seconds, 1 second. He's there! On the next word! Incredible! Hey, with 5 seconds into the front court, goes to Malone into the corner. Malone throws up a brick left side. Oh my goodness, what a shot!
America's game.
Unbelievable shot!
It's fantastic.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.